Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warship Blitz for a review video this time of the Tier 6 British cruiser, the Sirius. This is an AA cruiser, so it is a premium cruiser. It's available for gold, about 6,000 from memory. So here I have got the cruiser kitted out with concealment, I think. Definitely concealment. Ship traverse and turret traverse. You can see the concealment is fantastic. It has the camo, which means that its range is fantastic versus its concealment. Once I fire, of course, all that concealment will be gone. But up until that point, the ship actually has a fantastic ability to get to where I want to get it to, so that I can dictate the terms of the engagement. So here, the enemy has one destroyer. We have two destroyers, and I'm acting a little bit like a scout myself. Because if I come across that one destroyer, I've got smoke to get me out of trouble, and 3 smoke, which is a lot of smoke. 5 AA. 5 defensive AA. Not that there's any carriers in this game. So here we've got a couple of battleships heading in. I'm illuminating them, spotting them for the team, although the team probably knows where they are. I probably don't need to do that. And here we found the destroyer. It's Atsuharu. And yeah, so I put myself in reverse, fire up some smoke, and let him have it. Now, the one thing about the Sirius is that the guns aren't the same power. They're fairly underpowered. That's because they're dual AA sort of anti-ship AA mounts, and what that means is that they fire rapidly, but they don't do a lot of damage, and you can see there a whole lot of half damage hits. I'm firing HE because, well, firing my tiny AP against a battleship like this wouldn't basically result in much benefit. But with the HE, I at least get damage, and I can hopefully start a fire. Well, not this time. So the Atsuharu has made it away. I'm turning back in to help, protect my teammates and contribute. But yeah, no fires yet. Just a whole lot of low value hits, and I'm being fired at because obviously I'm firing at him. But it's a nifty, quite small ship. It's very nimble. It's a small target. There's my fire. He puts it out, and hopefully let's just try and light him up again. Okay, then we won't. Let's try that Ioba. No, just damage. But that's fine. I mean, the ship is, yeah, it's fantastic AA ship. We know it's got limitations, but yeah, there we go. There's another fire. And my smoke has recovered, ready for deployment again. Should I need it? And basically, I'm looking at when they start to put their attention on me is when I'll fire up the smoke. But at the moment, they seem to, well, everybody's putting their attention on them. There we go. Set them on fire, but someone else took them out. So 3 fires, 2 against the cruiser there, and 1 against the battleship. I get 3 hits against the Atsuharu. Well, those torpedoes look pretty ugly, but yeah, well. Oh, Dunkirk. So I fire up the smoke so I don't get taken from the front. And yeah, we focus fire this Dunkirk because he's awfully close to our capture zone. And yeah, well, that was pretty successful. So the Atsuharu is my new target. So I accelerate. And yeah, bear in mind the weakness of the guns on this thing. I'm really only harassing fire against something like the Bayern, trying to light fires. And yeah, the team's bunched up nicely, so they're pushing forward into the cap. Interestingly, we can only see 2 of the enemy, so where the other 2 are is anybody's guess, and we're leaving our own capture zone relatively unattended, but with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go, I don't think that's going to be an issue as long as we, can keep the numbers of our numbers of ships superior to theirs. The Hatsaharu's making a break for going around the island. So we turn, get our guns on target, and yeah, well, one sort of minor hit. I think at this point I'm going to fire and then switch to HAP, because yeah, against the destroyer like this, definitely better off with AP. And I think this will do the business. Yep, there we go, our only kill. And we've got a destroyer in the capture zone, and we now know where there are at least one of the other cruisers is. They've made it into our capture zone, but with 20 seconds remaining. Yeah, the dangers of outflanking on this map. Interestingly, you'll see in a moment that I forgot that this ship has torpedoes. 6.5 kilometre range torpedoes by the looks of it. Ripple fire, and yeah, so it was a game with guns where I think in some cases I may have been within torpedo range. So anyway, that's a lesson learned. So it's got another trick that you haven't seen. Yeah, so my assessment of it is that it's very light guns are going to be where it struggles, but it is a lot of fun to play. Rapid fire, which is good. It does have HE, which is very good for a British ship, for a British cruiser. Has a lot of smoke with 3 charges. Yeah, there's a lot to like about it, and with that AA, the defence, five instances of defensive AA fire. That's a pretty good lot of AA. So 129 hits, 3 fires, and 1 destroyed. Not bad for a sort of a first outing out. That's the Sirius in all its glory. Anyway, I hope you found that educational. And yeah, and for the Sirius, a Fiji captain or an Edinburgh captain is perfectly suited for it. Defensive AA, smoke, yeah. The ideal ship for those sorts of captains. And as for the equipment loadout, the same as for the Fiji or the Edinburgh. And what we've taken for the specialisation is basically we don't need more AA, not at tier 6. Give me the turret traverse. Anyway, thanks for watching.